All right, so our first move, come on down to the floor. It's gonna be a plank and a side step. So with this, you're working a lot of muscle groups. You're gonna start in a plank and you're just gonna take a nice little tap side to side. What that does, it just makes it a lot harder on your abs, and then you're working the outside of that butt a little bit. So back and forth, stabilizing with your shoulders. Now guys, remember when you're in that plank, you don't wanna be over here. You wanna make sure you're right over those elbows, okay? Shoulder and elbows in line, back and forth. Now supersetting means we're gonna stack moves that complement each other. They're working similar muscle groups. All right, so right now I'm working my whole abdominal wall. And right in a second, right about now, we're gonna flip onto our side and we're gonna go into a side oblique plank. So we're gonna start here, elbow under the shoulder, lift up, lower down slow. Lift up, lower down slow. You can modify this and go from your knees. All right, but pull that belly button in, really squeeze those sides. We're working that whole torso here because we want to maximize your time, okay? Time is precious, let's work it. So you're either going from the knees or you're going from the feet, up and down. You're doing great, one more, and switch. Woo, you getting winded yet? Good, lift and lower. Now remember on this, okay? You're getting a lot of support here from your shoulders. So we're also supersetting the shoulders in this exercise move. All right, we gotta maximize the amount of muscles we work too. So we're working a lot of things. Remember, you can modify from the knees and make sure to focus in right here. This is where you should squeeze up and down. Good, last one, good. And then flip it back. So we're repeating those two moves one more time. Back on the elbows, plank, and side step. Good, back and forth. All right, so this is how you superset. You do the same moves again, and you're working similar muscle groups. Breathe it out. We only got 10 minutes, ladies. Breathe it out. Back and forth, keep those hips up. Abs are pulled in tight. Last two, side and to the middle. Good, now let's go back on the sides. Okay, here, lift and lower. See how many you can get in? Because we got a little amount of time, but we're working similar muscle groups. Breathe, up and down. Good, back and forth. Man, oh man, it's burning. You got it, let's switch. Other side, good. Are you ready to switch exercises yet or what? You got it, a couple more seconds. We're gonna get to those legs in just a minute. I'll show you how we really superset the legs. Bring it up, remember to squeeze right from the middle. You got it, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right, let's come up onto our feet. If you're winded, you should be. It's a lot of work to work the core. Now we're gonna do two moves. The gate swing is first. So feet are wide. You go into a nice squat here. Push your knees out. So you work the inner thighs. Come up into a jump and right back down. In and out. So here, we work the legs, we work the butt. You get that external turn with the toes, which makes it a little easier on your knees. You want that. You want to have nice, easy landing. And if you press those knees apart, you're going to get the inner thighs a little more. And I love that. Keep it going. Remember, you can modify this one too. Up and down, okay? You don't have to add that jump. Okay, that's just a little extra bonus. Getting that plyo in really makes a difference. Last one. And then together. Now, we're gonna go into a jump squat. Yes, we're supersetting. So this works similar muscle groups, down and up. And remember here, you also can modify the jump and just stick that booty back and up. All right, if you can add that jump, you're gonna work those legs a lot. Remember, you don't even gotta go that low. You can honestly just add a little bend. And when your thighs have to absorb the shock of a land, they work a lot harder, okay? If not, you're Speedy Gonzalez here on your squats. Are you ready to switch? Back to those gate swings. One more time. Open and close. In and out. You guys are doing great. See, I breathe hard too. I love to exercise and I am fit, but this is still work. Keep going. In and out. Back and forth. You guys look great. Come on, keep it going. 3, 2, And 1. Back to your jump squats. Last one, don't worry, don't worry. You should be burning in those quads. Down and up. Good. That's it. Now here, you can do whatever you want with your hands or your arms. If you want your arms to go up and down, or if you want them to come up here and then down, it doesn't matter. All right, just get yourself moving. Make sure they're not just hanging here like this, okay? Good, up and down. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Oh, you should have a little jelly in those legs. They should feel a little wobbly. All right, the next 2 moves, gonna work a little bit of that upper body. So, grab your water jugs or grab your free weights, okay? I got just light 5-pound weights here. It's gonna work my arms. So come on down to your back. All right, now here, hands come straight up. I want you to think about pulling your abs in. Belly button is pulled in towards the spine. You're gonna bend those elbows, extend, in and up. Now, if you only had 1 water jug, what would you do? You would simply take that water jug in your hands like this, up and down. Don't knock yourself out with it, okay? But you can work it still, because that water jug probably weighs more than 5 pounds, all right? Up and down, you got it. So we're working our triceps, stabilizing with our back and shoulders, okay? Abs are tight, you wanna work your abs a little more? Pull those feet off the ground. Oh yeah, breathe it out. Okay, now let's switch it up. So now we're gonna bring those weights and marry them together. Really squeeze them together so your chest is working a little bit to hold them together. And you're gonna do a straight arm overhead reach. Abs are pulled in tight here. Pull it over the belly button. So now this is our triceps in our back. So we're supersetting those muscles in the back of the arms. Oh yeah, those are sexy muscles, you know it. Good. Remember, you want to always exhale on the exertion. So right here is where you let that air go. Inhale here and exhale on the way up. So the back of your arm's getting warm? I hope so. Doing good. You can hold a medicine ball, a heavy book. You guys got no excuse. You got something lying around the house. Come on. Good. Exhale one more time. Let's get a big reach over. Big stretch. Abs are in tight right here. And pull it up. Now, guess what? Superset. We're going one more round. Down and up. Extend. Good. So we're just doing 2 rounds of these exercises. All right, to really maximize the use of the muscles and isolate those muscle groups. Really work them in the little amount of time we got. Really focusing in right now. Back of those arms. Good. Exhale on the way up. Remember, abs can be working here a little bit more if you want them to. Bring it up. Nice. Keeping your back as pulled down to the floor as possible. Abs are tight. You can also rest your feet. Okay, now we're going one more time with this straight arm. I want you to marry those weights together and extend. Long. And breathe it out. Notice how I come over my belly button, because then I'm working a little bit of my shoulders as well. And then I'm gonna go all the way back. Okay, so here, I have to stabilize that weight with my shoulders in the front, and then, oh yeah, back of the arms. Good, come on. Couple more, should be burning. This is good though. This is a great stretch as well. Abs are tight, exhale over the top. Good, inhale and exhale. Now I'm almost touching the ground. Sometimes I tap it, but don't let that weight rest on the ground, you know? You wanna just like tap it or just hover it. That's the best effect for this exercise. Good, last one. Just wanna squeeze this last one in. You guys know. All right, great job with that one, okay? Now our last move, we're just gonna combine 2 moves that really work that upper body and that core. So the push-up and pike combo, one of my favorites, and you guys will love this, okay? So we're gonna go into that push-up position. We're gonna drop it down, push up. I wanna pike in, abs are tight here, belly's in tight. I'm light on my toes, back out. Push up, good, and in and out. Come on, this is one of my favorites. So come on, give me all you got left. And remember, those triceps that you just worked are now working again to help you with that push-up. Good, stabilize, In and out. You guys got it. Woo! Breathe. The last couple seconds. 3. Last 2. I'm gonna do one more for good measure. In, out. All right, here we go. Make sure you have a little bit of resistance. This is gonna challenge you a little bit more for these standing abs. So I want you to hold that weight, whatever it is, medicine ball, heavy book, free weight. Let's start with a high knee sprint. So if you're not very advanced here, you could always do a skip, okay? But if you can, try to go every other step, bringing the foot up. So you can see you wanna pull your abs in tight. Your resistance is gonna make this harder, all right? So you're getting your heart rate up. You're working those abs, using the weight of your legs, using those lower abdominals. Come on, a couple more seconds. This is starting you off real quick, isn't it? Keep going, 3, and 2, and 1. Awesome. Now, take that free weight. We're gonna go rainbow crunch. So, weights over the head. You're gonna come over to the side, swing it to the other. Now, when you do this, really twist your torso. Pull your belly button in tight, back and forth. Bring it back and forth. Your arms are working a little bit here, but think about it coming from that torso. Bring that weight over. The heavier your weight, the more you're gonna feel it through your abs. Breathe. Big exertion all the way up, over. You guys are looking good. 3, 2, rainbow, and 1. Now, wood chopper. So we're gonna just crush the obliques here. So I want you to take that weight. As you bring your knee up, I want you to come across the body. Little diagonal. Notice how I pause? That's when it's hard. So bring it across, tighten those abs, and back. Yeah. I know, right? Abs pulling tight. Come on, squeeze. Lose your balance, that's okay. You're coming across. Good. Last one here, and switch. Oh yeah. Up and across. Notice how my knee is coming straight, but I'm trying to twist. So I'm coming across and then up. Cross and then up. That upper twist is coming from my torso, not my hips. Up and down. Pull those abs in. You got it. Come on, work it out. Just 5 minutes. This is a great compliment to any other workout. Now, figure 8. So we're gonna come around. Pretend as if you're in a kayak, but you're standing. You guys all paddleboard, right? Have you ever paddleboarded? Well, this is what you work. Coming around, digging that paddle into the water, and pushing your weight along. Keeping those arms long, back and forth. Really squeeze, pull those abs in tight. You're really working the obliques. You're getting the stretch, and then you're getting the crunch. Come on, standing abs. So effective. Keep breathing it out. Couple more seconds. 3. Come on, 2. 1. Excellent job. Okay, now we're gonna go into a sumo squat with a little oblique crunch. So have your feet wide. This is important. You're gonna go down for that squat. This weight is gonna add a little bit of tension here. So you're gonna lengthen, bring that elbow down towards the knee, come back up and switch. Woo. So here I like it because your legs are working a little bit too. But here, you really have to control the movement through your obliques, through your sides. So this is an excellent move. Really controlling, you're using some of your back as well. I love this move, it's really hard. Keep it working. If you gotta drop your weight, that's okay. That's a great way to modify. Breathe it out. Back and forth, you're doing awesome. Come on, couple more seconds, so quit on me now. Doing great. Good, pull that belly button in, don't let your belly loose at all. Constantly engaging the core. Back and forth, one more. Other side. Oh, you saw me getting tired there. So set your weight down for this last one. Now, kickboxers have a six-pack for a reason, all right? They're lifting their legs with their core. So here, we're gonna do a kick. So you're gonna lift that leg up and kick. Lift it and kick. Now, a lot of us might need to modify this. You could just lift your knee up. Think about lifting that knee up. Look at that, those abs are gonna work. But if you can extend the leg too, that's even more weight. Come on, get into your boxing mode, let's do it. I love standing abs, guys, because you're long, you're strong, and you're getting those muscles to really work. Doing good. Last couple, last 3, 2, and 1. Switch. Other side, good. You don't really gotta add that squat. And the more upright you can keep your posture, you know, I'm leaning a little bit because I'm tight a little bit in my hips, but really, you can just keep on kicking it back and forth. Give me 2 more. 1, last one, 2, and way to rock those standing abs. Ladies, let's do this. All right, so we're gonna come down onto the floor. All right, we've got Leslie and Casey here to help us with this stretch session. We're gonna start on our backs with some Pilates scissors. So you wanna lift your shoulder blades gently off the floor and grab onto that calf or that ankle, whatever you have the flexibility for. And you're gonna take a couple breaths and then alternate and switch. So here, you wanna keep your abs nice and engaged so that your back stays flat on the ground and you're keeping that leg nice and long, all right? And you're gonna see Casey's got great flexibility back there, so she's gonna be showing you the more advanced versions. And me and Leslie here, we're gonna do our best to get through the workout. And that's why it's so important to do these flexibility routines so you can always stay nice and limber. Last one, and relax. All right, now let's roll up into an advanced bridge. So you want your hands behind your shoulders for this one, feet flat on the floor. You're gonna lift your hips, squeeze your glutes, and open your chest. Think about pushing your chest up towards the sky, and then you're gonna drop back down. So here, we're really focusing on the shoulders and the chest muscles to get a nice opener. Now this is great also for the booty, don't get me wrong, okay? You're pushing through the heels, you're working those glutes, and you're loving that nice stretch through the chest. Couple more, breathe. Really relax as you get up. And I know it depends on what you want to do with your head. You could look forward, you could look up. Whatever feels natural for you, it's all up to you, okay? I like to usually look kind of forward, not all the way up towards the sky. Let's get one more opener. Woo! I love it, nice job. Now ladies, let's flip over and we're gonna go into a down dog and runner stretch combo. And I like this one, you know why? Because really the hip flexors and hamstrings are what really create that tightness in the body and in the back. So you're gonna go down dog, nice extension. Then I want you to come up and I want you to bring one foot to the outside of those hands. So you're getting a great stretch through your hip flexor here, and your foot is a little bit wide here, so you're getting a nice groin stretch and glute. And then let's bring it back together, drop it into a down dog. Really let those heels sink towards the floor. This isn't a workout today, guys, this is a stretch, so we're holding things a little longer. All right, you ladies feeling all right?
I love it.
Feels so good. Oh, just breathe. Remember, focus on your breathing. Focus on trying to relax into the stretches versus hating your life right now. If you don't love to stretch, which honestly not a lot of us do, if we're unflexible, it's not our favorite part of the workout, but like embrace it for a little bit. Breathe. Open yourself up. Bring it forward. Hold that hip flexor stretch. Ooh, baby.
Yeah.
You ladies are awesome. You look like you got great flexibility. Let's go one more. Extend, press those heels down. Oh, feels so good. And then hip flexor stretch. Nice opener, beautiful. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna bring ourselves into that push-up position, but we're gonna walk our hands all the way back until we're doing a hang down. Oh yeah. All right, oh, enjoy that hang down. Then you're gonna walk it out, and I want you to add a little push-up. All right, you can do a modified push-up, or you can do a regular push-up. Remember, this is just getting you to really kind of warm up the body, and you're elongating the muscles. Oh my goodness, my legs are shaking. That's how tight my body is sometimes. And then drop it down for a little push-up. Nice job, walk it in. You guys are looking good. Feel that nice stretch, open it up, and now let's drop down to the knees. Now if you guys have a towel, you might want to put it underneath your knee for this one. If you don't have a towel, fold your mat up. You're gonna have one leg that's straight and one knee that's down, and you're gonna bend forward from the hips. Hold it there. Now you're extending everything in the back of that leg, and you don't want to arch forward like this. You want to keep a nice flat back. Casey's showing you the advanced version. She can practically get her chest to her knee. I cannot, but I feel this, and that's what matters. Then you're gonna bend that foot, and you're gonna sink into a hip flexor stretch. Yep, perfect, ladies. Now I've got my back toe flexed. If it's straight, it's less of a stretch on my quadricep in front of my thigh. But if I have it flexed, I'm gonna feel even more of a stretch through my quad, okay? That's front of the thigh. And then we're coming back into a stretch for the hamstrings. So one more time on this one, bend. Oh, I love it so much. Breathe, and then let's go into that hip flexor. Now here, you wanna keep your belly in tight, keep your chest up high so that you're not just arching your back, right? So you're actually pulling that hip flexor into that position. And then let's switch. Other leg, support your knee, have that nice straight leg, bend forward from the hips. Whenever you're ready, just get into that position, breathe through it, feel it, embrace that nice stretch, opening it up, bend that knee, and come into that hip flexor. All right, so abs are tight, chest is up. I'm thinking about this leg getting a nice stretch through the quad and that hip flexor. Beautiful. One more time, straight leg, bend it forward. Oh, I'm feeling like I can dip into it a little more. How about you guys? As you get warm, you really start to allow yourself to get into that stretch. One more hip flexor stretch. I'm loving this because when our hip flexors open up, our low back gets so much less stress and pressure. You're gonna feel awesome. Good. And then we're gonna come up onto our feet. Last couple stretches. All right, we're gonna do the bend and the hang. So you're gonna hang down nice and long, touching the toes. All right, then we're gonna bend the knees so we release the hamstrings, and we're gonna extend the hamstrings. This is an active release of the back of the legs, right? Because we're gonna extend, get the stretch, and then we're gonna bend so we release. Oh, it feels good when you release it, right? And then you're working the legs a little bit too. Beautiful, ladies. Nice, last one, bend. Really hang down, release. Extend those legs, really push it. And if you're touching the floor the whole time, that's when you know you're getting more flexible. Casey's got flat hands. I'm on my tip of toes here with my fingertips. Good, and then roll up, come on up. Now one more for the back and the shoulders. You're gonna do a nice little tricep stretch. So here, you're gonna reach towards the middle of your back with your hand, and you're pulling your elbow up towards the sky, and then I'm gonna add a little side bend. So really open up my lat. I'm gonna feel it all through the side of my body right here. My tricep, loosening up the shoulders, triceps, and lats is gonna give you great posture. Good, switch it up, other side. And if you're ever gonna just stand in line, wait for your cappuccino or your green smoothie, give yourself a nice little lat tricep stretch. This is a great one to do when you're just kind of hanging out, not a lot to do. Way to go with that routine, you guys. Every day, give it a go, and you'll feel so much better.